did it! At last, we're ready!
A flying city!
Indeed! There's just one last step.
Really? There's something left to do?
We get both energy and network functionality for Floatia via a single cable. Someone has to manually cut that cable so the city can float free.
That's all? Then let's get right to it. We have to hurry for Talmon's sake. He looks like he really needs to use the bathroom. See, he's breaking out in a cold sweat. He can't take much more.
Whoever cuts the cable will need to leave the city and be ready to fight off any enemies that might attack.
Which means it's a job for the strongest among us, right? Well, yeah.
Yep, it's down to you.
Will you do it? Talmon put a portal gate outside the city. Once the cable is cut, you can return via that gate.
The gate is camouflaged as a telephone box to keep the Digimon outside from coming in. Be careful.
What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another episode of Digimon World Next Order. Before we jump into it, we have some Digimon that we recruited last time, so let's take a look.
Not a second.
You're back, TheKennyDubz. I have good news.
Made my
Digimon has joined the city. He went to the fishing hole. He really likes to be near water.
made my
Goemon has come back to Floatia. He's gone to the fishing hole. He's like a fish in water there. The city's prosperity is now 81. It's really looking great now. Alrighty then. So, last time, I did a little bit of training and recruited some more Digimon as well. Just finishing up their side quests, one of them being Mega Digimon, Goemon as well by association. And let's go see what they do. Alrighty then, over here at the fishing hole, let's talk to Goemon first. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for your help before. This is what they call a fishing hole, yeah? Seems like a good time. I put together something to make fishing even more fun. New lures. But I only exchange them for the fish I want. They're pretty awesome. What do you expect? Well, no need to rush. It's not like they're going anywhere. Come back and check out. Come back anytime you want. So Goemon has new lures in stock for us. That's really, really good. You didn't waste any time coming to see me, TheKennyDubz. I know just by looking at your face. The fishing's really good here, but you won't get top-ranked fish. Those are very difficult to breed and farm. However, my farming skills is nothing that's impossible. When the fishing was grade 4 or higher, I will show you the true awesomeness of my farming skills. So, Mega Digimon can't do anything until we get to rank 4 fishing. Actually, let me talk to Vikemon real quick. I don't think he does anything else, but nothing else to teach you. Haha, all the fish in the world. Okay. So, ideally, before you talk to Goemon, you have Vikemon. You finish his side quest happening during the city, and then you get the upgraded fishing rod from him because... Yo, down for some hardcore fishing action? I only exchange them for the fish I want. They're pretty awesome. What do you expect? Change 10 Digiload for the snake lure. Change 10 Digitrout for a frog lure. And change 10 Digi-Arrowna for a crayfish lure. Bring them in once you have enough. Now, if you remember, I did mention previously when I was fishing that we do want some specific fish. And I don't know if I have 10 of them. I only have 9 Digiloach. Oh, that's unfortunate. 6 Digi-Black Trout. Okay, I don't have enough. I thought I had enough, but I don't. Okay, so we'll just have to do some fishing at some point and get the rest of the fish that Goemon wants us to pick up for him. So something funny in that last cutscene, some of the things you can do is you can actually say, you can leave it to Lush or leave it to Mameo, and the dialogue doesn't really change all that much. It's just like a very, very minor detail, which is why I haven't picked some of the options that might seem kind of funny, because it doesn't change much about the scene at all. It doesn't really add anything to the story either. Coming in here real quick, training hall's almost done. The main thing I wanted to show off right now is my stat changes. I did another training session on my stream, so I'll have the highlight to the VOD to that down below if you guys want to see what I did. However, I did some things a little bit after that, which I didn't do on stream, which I will show. I'll show a clip of that as well because I recorded it. But here's how my stats are looking. We have 3,000, over 3,500 offensive stats. Our HP and MP are looking all right. They're a little bit lower than I want. Actually, they're a lot lower than I want. Wisdom's okay, and speed's okay. Pretty much same on both partners. And I actually learned the Venom Disaster skill. Now, I picked it up because I thought it was going to be very, very useful. However, Lucy cannot use Venom Disaster, so that kind of unfortunate. However, it is the first of, I guess, of like the kind of quote unquote ultimate skills of each nature you can get. So there is that. Well, I mean, I could have gotten the Aurora move from Vikemon, but I didn't end up snatching it from him. I did the Venom Disaster recorded though, so there's that. And right now, I did my dailies already. I'm just going to head on over to the next story objective, which is right outside Floatia. Now, make sure you are prepared for this because what Digimon said, we're going to have someone out there who's ready to fight off any attackers. So that should be an indication that something is likely going to happen. So, here we have to take on Metal Edamon alongside two Platinum Sukamon. Platinum Sukamon are not that strong, except combined with Metal Edamon, they are. So, and my notes say this fight is doable with EXE and 2000 stats. That's why I wanted to make sure I had well over 2200 stats. However, something very, very interesting about this fight. Metal Edamon has used, right there, you might have seen, Burning Heart. He does not normally learn Burning Heart. And this was also part of the reason why I wanted to make sure I had Venom Disaster. However, Venom Disaster, Lucy can't even learn it. So that's kind of unfortunate. But this fight is wrapping up pretty nicely. Biofield is doing quite a chunk of damage. As hand-to-hand and hand-to-hand. As Filth Digimon are weak to nature. And both Platinum Sukamon and Metal Edamon are. So Platinum Sukamon, they are a champion level Filth Digimon, and Metal Edamon is a mega level Filth Digimon. So you might imagine that Metal Edamon is quite strong, quite strong. I do have my Poop Attack Field there. Gonna heal up. I put Buster Dive on Neptune as well. Okay, well they're both targeting Metal Edamon, so I'll just use this here. So I thought I wanted to get rid of the Platinum Sukamon first. Oh, did you just turn around and... Oh, wait. Hold on. Stingmon? Or Lucy? Did you just... No. Okay, good. Good. There we go. Teach Metal Edamon a lesson. Yeah. With 3,500 stats, this fight is not all that difficult. As you can see, like, I still take a chunk of damage a lot of the time. But, my practice file, my stats were a lot worse than that. So... that's why I wanted to make sure that I could handle this, and you can see we get pretty decent stat gains from this. And do we get Burning Heart? Or Poop Attack Field? I think we have Poop Attack. No Burning Heart. I don't know if you can actually learn Burning Heart from this fight, but Metalmon does have it. All right, and we got Floatia to lift off. Very, very nice. I also like how they put you in the previous area because Floatia wasn't off the ground yet, so this area was not able to be used as a battleground. However, oh, there's something else I really wanted to note as well here. And the Digimail, just give me a second. The town is flying! I can't believe we got attacked at the worst possible moment, but at least we levitated the town. Come back and use the phone. So what he's saying now is, at the end of the last episode, they said, we'll use a phone booth to transfer you up. That's how we get transferred back up. But you might have remembered the daily quest I picked up way back at the start of the game, or close to the start of the game. Well, I forgot about it, and I went and beat some Hagurumon recently when I was doing some training, defeat 6 of them, and, well, I beat them, so now I get this. Now, the thing that's interesting about this is that this is going to stay active until the next time you go talk to the Dimensional Box. So I talked to the Dimensional Box a few months ago, right? But because I hadn't been back to talk to the Dimensional Box again, well, I was able to complete the mission. And just for reference, I don't have Burning Heart unlocked. However, what you can do is go to Digimon. See, he's filth, details unknown, they're not training. And if we go over here, Metal Edamon cannot use anything in the fire category, which is Burning Hearts over in the fire category. He can use hand-to-hand, use upgrade, and filth. And then if we go over here to Platinum Sukamon, where's that? It's champions, we're in champions now. I passed it. I passed it. Sukamon cannot use anything in the fire category. Only filth. And Digimon that can use Burning Heart is Bergermon. So if we look at Bergermon real quick, see there's two techniques I don't have. One of these is Burning Heart, which is the heart move that Metal Edamon used. I think I brought it up before when I ran into Bergermon that had it. But yeah, that Metal Edamon cheats. They could have used Upgrade. However, Upgrade has a shorter duration, I believe, than Burning Heart. So there is that. But now that Floatia is flying, we can actually grab some materials over here. Yeah, look at that. Materials over here, and you can actually fill up this area as well as more materials over here. I don't think it's anything too great over at these spots, but I figured it's worth noting that you can actually grab materials over here where Floatia was. That's pretty interesting that they ended up making this an area the first time playing through, and seeing that scene from the intro with your player just looking up and seeing Floatia flying. I thought that was a really nice touch. As you see in the intro, and you're like, well, what are we even looking at that point, right? You don't know that it's Floatia, because when you first start the game, Floatia is tiny. Then you get the upgrade, and you still don't know that it's Floatia because, well, I mean, you might be able to put 2 and 2 together. It's called Floatia because it probably can float, but like, we're not gonna talk about that. We don't use our noodles around here, no. But the main reason I want to get these materials is because we're going back to Floatia anyway, and going back to Floatia means the materials will be deposited, and having more materials is always good. So I wanted to make sure I did that and make note of the material spots over here. Oh, oops. I think we need to go to Digimon's house now, right? Yeah, Digimon's house. Digimon hungry too. Well, that was quite the interesting turn of events there. However, Mamio just said, if the answer is yes, come to Nine Plains. But that's just our next objective, so we don't actually have a choice. Wait in Nine Plains. If you get this, come visit the vast plateau in Nine Plains. So that's what we're going to do in a moment here. Actually, I don't think I picked up my daily from you. So next, I'm going to heal my Digimon, and then we're back off to Nine Plains in just a moment here. Actually, before we do that, there's something else on the show. The map of Floatia now, you see us floating in the sky, which is a very, very nice touch. Anyway, heading on over to Nine Plains. Outside Floatia now takes us out here rather than right outside this spot where it used to take us, because we can't walk down to this spot. If you look at our map, we know exactly where to go. Top right. Just in case you were unaware of where to go. I already know where to go, but in the off chance that you guys might not know where to go, it's right here where the Fugamon was. And it's very, very nice that they have this set up so that you know exactly where to go. You gotta walk all the way to the end of this path. It's kind of annoying, but... Alright, so we have our next destination. I did make a little bit of a boo-boo with this, though. From the Bony Resort, you just need to set up the trap properly. But you need to set it up on top of the mountain of Bony Resort in the Green Wastelands in the Pink Stone House. It's a long journey, so make sure you're well prepared. So, as you're all aware by now, whenever there's a story segment, there is not much else you can do in an area outside of the story segment. There are still Digimon I've not yet recruited in Bony Resort. So to that end, I cannot start their side quest until after I finish this next story section. However, I can still do other side quests in Bony Resort. But for now, I want to do something a little special. And first, we're going to head over to... I forgot the name of the area that I wanted to head to, actually. But before I head there, first we're going to head to Digivolution Dojo. So you're at the Digivolution Dojo. Like I showed you before, you can block off Digivolution charts. Just over here, you can see who you Digivolve into. Oh, these are all fixed for Lucy. However, if we come over here, I'm the expert when it comes to DNA Digivolution. Oh, you should see your face right now. Your partner's going to go to the ceremony. Which of your partners shall be the one Digivolving? And you can select which Digimon can DNA Digivolve. Now, because we have two partners, you select which one's going to be the one Digivolving, as in the base, and the other one is going to be used up as fodder. So, if you have two compatible partners, you want to keep that in mind. For myself, I think I'm going to have Neptune be the one to Digivolve, to DNA Digivolve to the Digimon. Those of you that already knew about Digimon probably knew where I was going when I got these Digimon in particular. But I just want to check something real quick. Okay, yeah, I think I'm still going to go Neptune. So we pick Neptune. Let's get down to it then. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but DNA Digivolution is essentially EXE Digivolution, but outside of battle. So you get the EXE Digimon, but just walking around with you. However, Digimon below Ultimate cannot EXE Digivolve. So, something to keep in mind. But now we get our very own Paildramon. And if you noticed earlier, when I looked at the Digivolution charts, increase your Dojo grade, I might be able to help you with that. When I looked at the Digivolution charts, Paildramon wasn't there. This is just something you kind of have to know. And if we go to look at Paildramon and the field guide here, we don't exactly have something that can Digivolve into Paildramon. Just as an example, if I go to Mach, oh, it doesn't let you go backwards. But I showed the chart earlier, and you don't see, right? You don't see Paildramon there. So look at the screen now. You see that Lucy is now a Wormmon again. Lucy's stats have gone down considerably. She's also reverted back to when she was 1. Neptune still remains 6. So, Neptune's stats have gone up exponentially. Oh, I forgot to get the Digivolution skill. No. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. So, now my Digimon are out of sync, which is actually very, very good for battle training, or even some instances for gym training as well. Because what this means is I can actually train one of my Digimon against Digimon that have a higher cap for a longer period of time. And because I have one Digimon that's insanely strong, in comparison to Lucy right now, I can take on stronger Digimon, just have Lucy kind of defend, you know, and do that while she is, you know, while she's getting her stats up. And it'll be a lot faster because I'll just be able to use Neptune to take care of it. I think I'll keep... Neptune also gets fire to access to fire and nature skills as well. I think I'll keep Buster Die for now, though. So, now with that said, I have to do a lot more training. However, I'm not going to do that right now. Oh, something else I didn't mention. The builder, I upgraded... my upgrade from last episode had finished. And I started upgrading something else. What was it here? The museum. Yeah, the museum finished upgrading. Or I started upgrading the museum. So now, where do I want to go? Well, if we remember, Ikakumon had said that Serafimon was over at Server Desert. So let's head on over there. Okay, over here at Server Desert in the Server Cemetery. Gonna head on over here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have DNA Digivolved just yet. I just remember there's something else I could do too. That might be very, very difficult now. I guess I'll just do it later. At the dead end town. And, oh, well, you see him standing right there. Serafimon. Really? Okay. Lucy didn't even get that many stats from it. MP was nice, though. But let's talk to Serafimon. What did you come to see me for? Kakamon wants to eat your food. Kakamon said that? You see, it's true that I used to work as a chef, but I quit when I faced my greatest mission as the angel. Still, making food was an important job. Hunger has been a prevalent source of conflict since ancient times. Its satisfaction, the foundation of peace. Very well, I'll bring my cooking skills to your city. This is the advent of my new holy mission. Do pass this news on to Ikakumon. Alright, and Serafimon joined the city, just like that. Now, Serafimon actually is an extremely important member of the city, because Serafimon, the food that Serafimon fixes is so good for your Digimon. And the effects of it are so great. You're back, TheKennyDubz. I have good news. Serafimon has joined the city. There's some amazing food in the restaurant now. I can't wait to see how it tastes. There's not 83, it's really great now. So, Digimon said there's some amazing food in the restaurant, and based on what I was just saying about Serafimon's food, you might be wondering what exactly Serafimon's food does. Well, TheKennyDubz, I'm glad to see you here. This is a really great facility. I think I'll be able to make my best food here. It might cost a little more, but I think a discerning customer like you will understand why. So let's take a look at Serafimon's menu. You might notice the first thing, Rainbow Drink costs 5,000 bits, but look at the first effect. Increases your Digimon's lifespan. Now, from what I can find out, that's 6 hours additional to Digimon's lifespan for each time you feed it them the Rainbow Drink. You know, alongside the other effects as well. This food right here, the Pure White Salad, buffs like all of your training and gives you stat buffs on top of that as well. Paradise Fruit Basket raises friends, bonds, HP recovery, healing, curing, and MP recovery. All mushroom cooking costs 30,000, but it increases your life, your Digi-Friend, bonds, 1,000 MP, 150 wisdom, and so on and so forth. Like, you just get so many good things from Serafimon's cooking. The downside is that, yes, it's expensive. However, I believe it's on Saturdays in the restaurant that Serafimon gives discounts for half off. So the Rainbow Drink that is 1,500, that is 5,000, all of a sudden costs 2,500. On top of that is a drink. Now if you look at the satiety, no, this is 15, 30, 30, 35, 30, 35, 40. Now what that's saying is, that's saying how full it makes your Digimon. This doesn't make your Digimon very full. So on top of it increasing your lifespan, being the cheapest meal that Serafimon can give you, you can give your Digimon multiple of these per feeding session if you choose to. I don't remember what this HDD has to equal up to. I think I want to say roughly 100? Like between 80 and 100? So if you feed Digimon this, you're feeding at least 2, so that's another 12 hours of your life. If you feed them 4, that's another day on their lifespan. So you can have Digimon's lifespan, like, grow exponentially, just off of that alone. Now, because we recruited Serafimon, we should also go and recruit Ikakumon as well. So I'll meet you over at Absolute Zero. I forgot the name of it for a second. Alright, back at the Absolute Zero Frost Cathedral here. Let's see if the King Digimon's back. Gotta go fight him if he was. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, I forgot the materials respawn here too, huh? Digicords, let's get it. Nothing but net. Okay. Anyway, let's talk to Ikakumon. Oh, really? Serafimon's gonna start cooking again? This is fantastic. If we go to a restaurant in the city, I can eat delicious cuisine again. I've got to do it. I heard her. I'll head to the city. This is all thanks to you. And Ikakumon joins the city. I'm going to grab some materials here, then I'll head back to the city to show you guys what Ikakumon does in the city. before I head back to the city, actually, I want to show off the Snow Agumon here. Oh, hello there! Are you planning to enter the Frost Cathedral? The Digimon inside are really strong. The layout's also pretty complicated, so be careful. No one knows about the Frost Cathedral or when. Nobody even knows its real name. They say there's something truly dangerous sleeping in the innermost part. Also, no, I don't want to put you off. You can handle yourselves. Oh, me? I went in once, but I turned back right away, so I don't really know what it's like in there. Anyway, I'm hungry. A snack? I want a snack. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Can someone bring me a snack during snack time? I don't know what to do without my snack. Okay, well. You want to know about the... Oh, wait. How are you give me a snack? There you go. Give him a snack. Now, you can give him... I think you can give him basically anything. I'll give you... Let's give you a best meat for today. I'm in a good mood. Wow, thanks! Wow, this tastes great! Thank you. Here, take this. Recovery Hollow Disc. Now, to my knowledge, giving him a better food doesn't really influence what he gives you. But I also don't know all the items that he can give you. You're back, TheKennyDubz. I have good news. Ikakumon has come back to Floatia. He went straight for the restaurant. He must be really hungry. The place is getting really great now. So if we go to the restaurant, we have another dentist in there. No. In business. What am I doing? Ikakumon's sitting over here. Yum, this is too good. Nom nom. Oh, sorry, TheKennyDubz. I got lost in my food. I decided to become a regular here. More customers will come when they see me chow down. Haha. Yum, this is too good. Oh dear, there I go again. I can't fit in the chair, so I'm making do here. Sorry if I'm in the way. Your partner doesn't seem hungry. If you're ever hungry and you're low on funds, just come on by. So basically, if your partners are hungry and you're low on money, you can come talk to Ikakumon and he'll pay for you? I don't know the exact details of this because I've never tried to use it, but I don't think you can use them to abuse Seraphimon's food. You might be able to. I should try in the future, but because I do battle training, I'm usually not intentionally that low on funds a lot of the time. But I think that will do it for this episode. I was able to show off quite a few things that I wanted to show. Actually, right before I finish up this episode, I want to show Lucy's stats real quick, as she's regressed into a rookie for a little bit. Here's how her stats are looking after fighting a few of the Snow Agumon and Ice Devimon, and you might notice something about Lucy's stats. They're pretty high. They're not that much further behind Neptune's. Especially the HP. The HP and MP are quite high compared to Neptune's. There's only like a 5,000 HP MP difference. And the strength is like 1,600 or so. So I'll have to do another training session in between episodes probably. Maybe I'll go ahead and get Lucy ready to Digivolve. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Later.